Let me ask you something. How many of you feel like you're not living up to your full potential? Like there's so much more inside you waiting to come out, more to give, more to achieve, more to experience. But for some reason, you just can't seem to take that consistent action to make it happen? If that sounds familiar, then listen closely, because the key to unlocking everything you're capable of comes down to one simple yet powerful thing: consistency. It doesn't matter how talented, smart, or full of potential you are. If you don't build the discipline to show up every single day and put in the work, you'll never reach the level you were meant for. And trust me, I know how frustrating that realization can be. There was a time in my life when I had all these big ideas, dreams, and ambitions. I'd start strong, full of energy and excitement, only to fizzle out after a few weeks. I'd make bold declarations about how things were going to change, but somehow I'd always slide back into old habits. And after years of this cycle, I finally understood the truth. My problem wasn't a lack of motivation or vision. It was a lack of consistency. I hadn't trained myself to push through when things got tough. I hadn't developed the self-discipline to keep going even on the days I didn't feel like it. But once I made that shift, once I decided that no matter what, I would show up and stay consistent, everything changed. I started seeing real progress, real success, and results I had only ever dreamed of before. And here's the best part. This isn't something that's reserved for a select few. This is something every single one of you can develop, because consistency isn't about being born with some special trait. It's a skill, a muscle that you can strengthen just like any other. It's a habit you can build, a mindset you can create. But let's be honest, it's not easy. Building consistency requires sacrifice, dedication, and an unshakable commitment to your goals. It means saying no to distractions, resisting the urge to take shortcuts, and pushing through even when it's uncomfortable, even when your mind is telling you to stop. Because let's face it, our brains are wired to seek comfort, to conserve energy, to avoid effort. Anytime we try to break out of that, we face resistance. That's why so many people struggle to stay on track. But here's what separates those who succeed from those who don't. It's the ones who push through, who refuse to let excuses win, who keep showing up day after day, even when they don't feel like it. And when you do that, when you truly commit to consistency, the rewards are life-changing, the kind of personal growth, success, and fulfillment that most people never get to experience. It all starts with that one decision: to be the person who follows through, to be the person who shows up every single day no matter what. Now, I know some of you might be thinking, I've tried before, and I always end up falling off. How is this time going to be different? Well, it comes down to a few key principles. First, you need to get crystal clear on your why. You need a reason so strong, so powerful, that it pulls you forward even when things get hard. Because without that deep, burning reason, your consistency will crumble at the first challenge. This isn't just about willpower, it's about connecting with something deeper inside you. So take that first step. Decide today that you will be consistent no matter what, because your future, your success, your dreams, they all depend on it. Aligning your daily actions with your deepest values and aspirations is the key to staying committed, no matter what obstacles arise. When every step you take connects to a larger vision of the life you want to create, it becomes second nature to keep showing up, to keep pushing forward, even when the road gets tough. So take a moment to truly reflect. What fuels you? What ignites that fire within? What kind of mark do you want to leave, not just on your own life, but on the world around you? Get crystal clear on that, and let it be the unwavering force that propels you forward, even when doubt creeps in or the journey feels uncertain. One of the greatest challenges in building consistency is how easy it is to let yourself off the hook. It's tempting to make excuses, to rationalize why today isn't the day to take action. But when you introduce accountability into the equation, when you commit to something beyond just yourself, those excuses lose their grip. And no, this doesn't mean broadcasting your goals to the entire world. Doing so can often invite unnecessary judgment or unsolicited advice that only clouds your focus. Instead, find a small, trusted circle, mentors, coaches, or like-minded individuals who will hold you to your commitments. These are the people who won't let you slide back into comfort, who will call you out when you waver, who will celebrate your wins and push you forward when the going gets tough. Because let's face it, building consistency is hard enough on its own, and without external encouragement or accountability, it becomes an uphill battle that few can win alone. Surround yourself with those who believe in your potential, who expect greatness from you, and who will keep you aligned with the standards you set for yourself. But all the vision and accountability in the world won't matter unless you back it up with intentional, consistent action. Because consistency isn't just an idea or a feeling, it's a series of habits, repeated day after day, that shape who you become. You may already know you need to take action, but knowing isn't enough. The real game changer is creating a system, a structure, a daily routine that ensures you follow through no matter what life throws at you. Because life is unpredictable. Distractions, challenges, unexpected roadblocks, they're inevitable. And if you don't have a plan in place to navigate through them, you'll always find yourself starting over. So what does that look like in practice? It means fiercely protecting time for your most important tasks. It means breaking down your big goals into small, achievable steps so you always know exactly what to do next. It means setting up accountability check-ins with a mentor, a coach, or even a friend. Someone who will ask the hard questions and keep you honest. And most importantly, it means embracing the power of habit. The goal is to make your consistent actions feel as automatic as brushing your teeth or making your morning coffee. When discipline transforms into habit, when action becomes second nature, that's when the real shift happens. And if you're wondering how to actually build those habits and routines, start small. Don't try to change everything at once. That's a recipe for burnout. Instead, focus on one or two key behaviors at a time. Maybe it's dedicating 30 minutes each morning to your most critical work, or taking a short walk each afternoon to reset your mind. Small, deliberate steps, repeated consistently, create unstoppable momentum. And before you know it, you're not just thinking about the life you want, you're living it every single day. The key to making real progress in life isn't about setting massive, overwhelming goals. It's about keeping things simple and manageable so that you can actually stick with them. The first step is to make it easy. Remove as many obstacles as possible. If your goal is to read before bed, have your book or e-reader right there on your nightstand so you don't waste time searching for it. If you want to work out every morning, lay out your gear the night before so it's ready to go. The fewer barriers you have, the more likely you are to follow through. Another powerful trick, stack your habits. Take something you already do every day and attach your new habit to it. If you drink coffee every morning, use that time to reflect, meditate, or journal for a few minutes. If you walk your dog every evening, listen to an audiobook or a motivational podcast while you do it. By linking new habits to existing routines, you create a system that supports your progress instead of one that works against it. And over time, as these behaviors become second nature, they won't feel like effort anymore. They'll just be a normal part of your life. But let's be real. Building this kind of consistency isn't always going to be easy. There will be days when you don't feel like it, moments when you want to quit, times when the resistance feels too strong, and that's completely normal. Anything truly worth achieving will demand that you step outside your comfort zone, face your fears, and push through the tough moments. That's just part of the process. But here's where the magic happens. When you make the choice to show up every day no matter what, when you decide that quitting isn't an option, that's when everything starts to shift. That's when you unlock a level of discipline, focus, and perseverance that most people never tap into. And on the other side of that effort, that's where the real rewards are. Growth, success, fulfillment. That deep, undeniable confidence that comes from knowing you stuck with something long enough to see it through. Imagine finally reaching that goal you've been chasing for years. Imagine the pride, the sense of accomplishment, the way your life would change just by proving to yourself that you're capable of following through. That's the power of consistency. And the best part, it's entirely within your control. The only thing standing between you and the life you want is your ability to commit, to push through the resistance, and to keep showing up no matter what. I get it. It's easier said than done. I've been there. I've had moments where I thought I'd never break free from my old habits. But the second I committed to real, unwavering consistency, everything in my life started to change. I accomplished things I never thought possible. I built businesses, wrote books, traveled the world, and made an impact in ways I couldn't have imagined. And the one thing that made it all happen? Showing up every single day, even when it was hard, especially when it was hard. So now I have to ask, are you ready to do the same? Are you ready to stop letting distractions and excuses hold you back? Are you ready to take ownership of your future and build the kind of life most people only dream about? Because the truth is, the world needs more people like you. People who are willing to push through challenges, embrace the discomfort, and put in the work to make a real difference. Yes, there will be obstacles. Yes, there will be setbacks. But if you dig deep, if you remind yourself why you started, you'll realize you have everything you need to keep going. So let's make a commitment right here, right now. Let's decide that we are going to be consistent no matter what. Let's hold ourselves accountable, push each other forward, and prove to the world what's possible when determination meets action. The only limits that exist are the ones we create. And the moment you break free from those, the moment you refuse to back down, that's when everything changes. So step up, own your potential, and go create the life you've always imagined. The future is yours. Go claim it.